Have you ever stood up from a chair and thought, wow, that was harder than it used to be? Or maybe you've noticed that your balance just isn't quite what it once was, like you feel a little wobbly when reaching for something on the top shelf. It's not just you. These changes are perfectly normal as we get older, but that doesn't mean we have to accept them without a fight. Now, don't worry, when I say fight, I don't mean anything intense or extreme. I'm not talking about joining a gym or training for a marathon. I'm talking about gentle, effective movements you can do right at home, ones that can help you feel stronger, steadier, and more energetic. Yes, even if you haven't exercised in years. Especially if you haven't exercised in years. See, after 60, our bodies start to change in subtle but important ways. Our muscles naturally lose some strength, our joints can get a bit stiffer, and our balance might not be what it used to be. But here's the good news, the right kind of movement can actually reverse some of those effects. That's right, simple, regular exercises can help rebuild strength, improve your flexibility, support your heart, and keep your mind sharp, too. And no, it's never too late to start. I know that sounds like something people just say, but it's true. You can start at 60, 70, 80, or even 90, and still see real, meaningful improvements in how you feel every single day. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can use movement to feel better, stay independent, and enjoy life more fully. We'll go over exercises that don't require fancy equipment, don't need a lot of space, and definitely don't ask you to push through pain or discomfort. Think of them as tools, not chores, to help you stay active and confident in your own body. Let's begin with one of the most powerful things you can do, standing up and sitting down. That's right. Something as simple as getting in and out of a chair can be one of the best exercises for your legs and balance. It may not seem like much, but the action of sitting down slowly and standing back up builds strength in your thighs, hips, and even your core. And the best part? You're probably already doing it a dozen times a day. So here's a way to make it a little more intentional. The next time you're about to sit down, maybe for lunch or while watching TV, pause for a moment. Make sure your feet are flat on the ground, your back is straight, and you're not using your hands to lower yourself. Try to sit down slowly and in control. Then, without using your arms, stand back up. Do that a few times a day, and before you know it, your legs will start feeling stronger and more reliable. This kind of movement is more than just exercise, it's practice for real life. Because being able to get out of a chair with ease means you're also more likely to move around freely, go for a walk, or play with your grandkids without worry. It's all connected. Now, while we're on the topic of legs, let's talk about balance. Balance becomes more important with age because, let's face it, falls are no joke. They can be scary and sometimes lead to serious injuries. But you know what helps? Training your body to stay steady, especially when you're standing on one foot or moving in different directions. Try this with me. If you're in a safe place, stand behind a chair and lightly hold onto the back of it. Lift one foot off the ground, just a few inches, and try to balance on the other foot. Hold it for a few seconds, then switch legs. If that feels too easy, try letting go of the chair for a moment and using your arms for balance. If it feels too hard, that's okay too, just keep a hand on the chair and take it slow. The key is progress, not perfection. What's beautiful about balance training is that it teaches your muscles and your brain to work together again. It's not just physical, it's mental, too. You're sharpening your reflexes, your focus, and your coordination. That means fewer stumbles and more confidence, even on uneven sidewalks or busy grocery store aisles. And here's the thing, you don't have to dedicate an hour every day to see a difference. Just a few minutes here and there, sprinkled throughout your day, can make you feel more capable and secure. It's about consistency, not intensity. The goal is to keep moving, gently and regularly, so your body stays in motion, because the moment we stop using certain muscles, we start losing them. Another simple but often overlooked way to get your body moving is with gentle stretches. Think of stretching as a way to wake your body up, to remind your joints and muscles that they're still loved and needed. It doesn't have to be fancy yoga poses or anything that puts you in a twist. Even just standing up and reaching your arms overhead, like you're trying to touch the ceiling, can feel amazing. It opens your chest, stretches your spine, and helps you breathe a little deeper. Or, try this, sit on the edge of your bed or a sturdy chair, and gently roll your shoulders backward in slow circles. Do it 10 times, then switch directions. Feel the tension melt away from your upper back and neck. These little movements might not seem like much, but they're powerful. They help keep you flexible, relaxed, and more in tune with your body. So whether you've been active your whole life or you're just starting now, these movements are for you. They're not about looking a certain way or keeping up with anyone else. They're about helping you feel good in your body, strong, balanced, and ready to enjoy every moment ahead. Now that we've started to explore how powerful everyday movements like standing, balancing, and stretching can be, let's keep that momentum going. There's more we can do to support your heart, protect your joints, and even boost your mood through simple, enjoyable exercises. One of the most underrated ways to keep your heart strong and your energy up as you get older is walking. I know, it sounds almost too simple, right? But walking, especially when done consistently, can be one of the best things you do for your health. And the best part? You don't need a treadmill or a fancy track. Just a pair of comfortable shoes and a safe space to walk, whether it's around your home, down the street, or even inside a shopping mall if the weather's bad. But here's something important. The goal isn't to walk far or fast, it's to walk smart. Short, gentle walks can wake up your circulation, loosen stiff joints, and even lift your mood. And you don't need to do it all at once. A 10-minute stroll in the morning, maybe another in the evening, can do wonders. Plus, it gives you a moment to breathe, to clear your mind, and to simply enjoy being in motion. And if walking feels difficult or tiring, that's okay too. Start with just a few steps. Rest when you need to. You're still moving, and that's what counts. If you use a cane or walker, use it proudly. It's a tool that helps you keep your independence, and there's no shame in that. In fact, I see it as a sign of strength and wisdom, knowing your body and giving it the support it needs to keep going. Now, while walking is great for your heart and overall mobility, there's another area that often needs a little love after 60, your core. That's the center of your body, your belly, your back, your sides, all the muscles that help you sit upright, stand tall, and move with control. A strong core doesn't mean six-pack abs. It means being able to get out of bed more easily, avoid back pain, and keep yourself steady when you're reaching, turning, or stepping up. Here's a gentle way to wake up your core muscles without even getting on the floor. Sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the ground and your hands resting on your thighs. Now, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently pull your belly in, like you're trying to zip up a snug pair of pants. Hold that for a few seconds, then relax. Try doing this a few times a day. It teaches your body to activate those deep muscles that support your spine and balance. Another great movement for your core, if you're able to stand comfortably, is a simple twist. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, place your hands gently on your hips or let them hang by your sides, and slowly rotate your torso left, then right. Don't force it. Just move in a way that feels smooth and easy. These kinds of gentle twists help keep your spine mobile and your waist muscles active, which is especially helpful if you've been sitting a lot. And speaking of sitting, we all do a lot of it these days. But even while sitting, you can stay active. Try gently lifting one knee at a time while seated. This strengthens your hips and thighs and can be surprisingly effective when done regularly. Plus, it helps get your blood flowing, especially if you've been in one position for a while. Now, I want to touch on something that's just as important as movement, breathing. It might sound odd to talk about breathing during an exercise video, but trust me, how you breathe affects your energy, your focus, and even your balance. Many people hold their breath when they move, especially when they're trying something new or difficult. But that actually makes things harder. So here's a tip, try to match your movements with your breath. Inhale when you prepare to move, exhale when you do it. Like standing up from a chair? Take a breath in before you start, then breathe out as you rise. It helps you stay calm and controlled, and it makes each movement more intentional. Breathing deeply, especially during stretching or slow movement, can also help release tension in your body. So if you're feeling tight or anxious, pause and take a few slow breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. It's a small habit that makes a big difference, not just in exercise, but in everyday life. And that brings us to something truly important: consistency over intensity. You don't have to do a lot all at once. In fact, pushing yourself too hard can lead to soreness, frustration, or even injury. But doing a little bit, every day, adds up in a big way. It's like watering a plant. A little bit each day helps it grow strong and steady. Your body works the same way. Maybe today you feel like doing a short walk. Tomorrow, you might feel better doing some gentle stretches or breathing exercises. And some days, you may just want to rest, and that's okay too. Rest is part of the process. The key is to listen to your body and move in a way that feels right for you. There's no perfect routine, no one-size-fits-all answer. This journey is about finding what helps you feel stronger, more mobile, and more alive. The more you move, the more your body will thank you. Even the smallest exercises can ripple out into big changes: more confidence, more independence, more joy in the little things like going for a walk with a friend, climbing stairs without fear, or just waking up with less stiffness in your back and knees. Now that we've explored how walking, core strength, and breathing can work together to improve your health, there's still more we can do to support your body. Let's keep going and discover even more gentle but powerful ways to stay active and feel great, no matter your age. So now that we've been walking more, working on our core, and paying attention to how we breathe, you might already be feeling a little different. Maybe your back isn't quite as stiff in the mornings, or your legs feel just a bit stronger when you're getting up from your favorite chair. That's the beauty of gentle, consistent movement. It sneaks up on you in the best way. And we're not done yet. Let's talk about flexibility. As we age, one of the first things to fade, sometimes without us even noticing, is our range of motion. Suddenly, reaching to tie a shoe feels a little awkward, or turning to look over your shoulder in the car takes more effort than it used to. That's your body telling you it needs to stretch more. And no, stretching isn't just for athletes or yoga classes, it's for everyone, especially those of us over 60. Simple, mindful stretches can keep your muscles long and your joints more mobile. That means fewer aches, better posture, and more freedom in your movements. Here's a good one to try. Even while seated, sit tall in a chair and slowly reach both arms overhead. If your shoulders feel tight, that's okay. Go as high as is comfortable for you. Then gently lower your arms back down. Do that a few times, breathing deeply, and you might be surprised how much looser your upper body feels after just a minute. Another helpful stretch is for your neck and shoulders, especially if you tend to carry tension there. Sit or stand tall, and slowly tilt your head to the side, like you're trying to bring your ear toward your shoulder. Don't force it, just feel that gentle pull along the side of your neck. Hold it for a few seconds, then switch sides. These movements may seem small, but they can release a lot of built-up tightness and help you feel more at ease throughout your day. And don't forget those legs and ankles. Your lower body does a lot of work, walking, standing, balancing, and it deserves some attention, too. Try this. While sitting, extend one leg straight out in front of you and slowly point and flex your foot. You're not just stretching your toes, you're waking up all those small muscles in your feet and calves that help with balance and walking. Do a few reps on each leg, and notice how it brings a bit more life back into your lower limbs. What's wonderful about stretching is that it not only keeps your body limber but also brings a calming rhythm to your day. It's like giving your muscles a gentle reminder that they're still needed and loved. And when you stretch regularly, you'll likely find your movements feel easier, your posture improves, and even your mood gets a little boost. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about something that often gets overlooked: strength in the upper body. I know that sounds like gym talk, but hear me out, it's more important than you might think. Simple tasks like carrying groceries, lifting a laundry basket, or even opening a jar all depend on your arm, shoulder, and hand strength. And when those muscles start to weaken, everyday life gets a little harder. But building that strength back up doesn't mean lifting heavy weights. It can be as easy as using soup cans or water bottles as light hand weights. You can start by sitting in a chair, holding a can in each hand, and slowly curling your arms up toward your shoulders, then lowering them back down. It's a small movement, but it builds the kind of strength that really shows up in daily life. Another great one is a wall push-up. Don't worry, no floor required here. Just stand a couple of feet away from a sturdy wall, place your hands flat on it at shoulder height, and slowly lean in like you're giving the wall a gentle push. Then push back to your starting position. This strengthens your chest, arms, and shoulders, all without strain. And again, the goal isn't how many you do, but how regularly you show up for your body. And here's something to remember, strength isn't just physical, it's emotional, too. Each time you choose to move, even when you'd rather not, you're telling yourself, I'm still here. I still care about how I feel, how I move, and how I live. That's a powerful thing. As you continue to build this habit of gentle movement, something else starts to happen. You begin to trust your body again. Maybe you feel more confident walking up that hill or stepping into the garden. Maybe you notice you're breathing easier when carrying something upstairs. These small wins matter. They build momentum. They remind you that age doesn't have to mean slowing down. It can mean moving smarter, with more care and intention. And remember, it's not about doing everything perfectly or pushing yourself to the edge. It's about showing up, one day at a time. Some days your energy will be great, and you'll feel ready to move more. Other days might feel slower. That's completely normal. The key is to keep showing up, in whatever way you can. So let's take a moment to appreciate how far you've come, even just by listening and learning. Taking care of your body after 60 isn't about chasing youth, it's about honoring the life you've lived and making sure the years ahead are as full and vibrant as they can be. Your body is your home, and every bit of movement, every breath, every stretch is a way of saying, I'm still taking care of me. You've got everything it takes to feel stronger, more mobile, and more energized, right where you are, starting exactly as you are. No pressure. No rush. Just steady steps forward,